This recipe for crispy smashed red potatoes are golden on the outside, tender on the inside, and finished with melted white cheddar and fresh parsley. Let's make it step by step, and if you want to support us, just like the video, and better yet, leave a comment letting us know your favorite potato recipe. We're using red potatoes, and at the end of the video, we will share some of grandmother's secrets on when to use differing varieties of potatoes. Start with small red potatoes. Add them to a large pot of well-salted water and bring them to a boil. Let the potatoes cook until they're fork tender, about 15 minutes. Do not overcook them here. You want them soft but still holding together. Drain them well and let them cool just slightly. While the potatoes cool, preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Arrange the potatoes on a parchment-lined baking sheet, giving each one a little space. Gently smash each potato until it's flattened and lightly cracked. Those cracks are not damage, they are opportunity. That's where the butter sneaks in and does its finest work. Use the bottom of a sturdy glass or a flat masher. Press straight down slowly and confidently. My grandmother taught us that if you attack it, it will fall apart out of spite. If you hesitate, it will simply sit there, looking around and uncooperative. You're aiming for about ½ an inch thick, thin enough to expose the craggy edges and thick enough to hold together. Think rumpled, not demolished. And if one splits dramatically, call it rustic and move on. Brush the potatoes generously with melted butter, then season with salt and freshly cracked pepper. Top each one with grated white cheddar cheese and bake until the edges are golden and crispy, about 25 minutes. Once the potatoes are beautifully browned and the cheese is melted, remove them from the oven and finish with a sprinkle of fresh parsley.
Potatoes may look humble, but they each carry their own temperament. So let's speak plainly about red potatoes, russets, and Yukon Gold. Small red potatoes are naturally waxy. That means they keep their shape instead of collapsing into themselves. When smashed and roasted, they form crisp, golden edges while staying creamy at the center. Exactly what we're after here. Reliable, steady, no theatrics. Different potatoes behave very differently once heat enters the conversation. Russet potatoes are high in starch and lower in moisture. That makes them ideal for fluffy mashed potatoes and classic baked potatoes, the kind that split open like a soft cloud and wait patiently for the butter. Yukon Gold potatoes sit comfortably in the middle. They have a naturally buttery flavor and a medium starch content, which makes them versatile without being unpredictable. They're excellent in gratins, scalloped potatoes, or hash browns where you want tenderness with structure golden edges that hold their dignity. Understanding how a potato cooks is half the recipe. Choose wisely, and the rest goes more smoothly. Now, about butter. Butter does more than add richness. It builds flavor. As it melts into those cracked surfaces, it encourages even browning and those nutty aromas we all pretend we don't lean toward the oven to smell. It also carries salt and seasoning into every crevice, deepening flavor in a way oil simply cannot. Butter has opinions, and in this case, they are correct. Cheese plays its part as well. White cheddar melts smoothly while still holding its shape. It settles into the cracks without turning oily, adds a gentle sharpness, and browns beautifully. It knows how to participate without taking over the whole affair. Of course, different cheeses bring different results. Mild cheddar softens the edges. Sharp cheddar adds backbone. Mozzarella stretches but stays mild. Parmesan doesn't melt into surrender, it crisps into savory edges instead. Blend them if you like. Salt and freshly cracked black pepper may seem simple, but they are not optional. Salt wakes everything up. Pepper adds warmth and contrast. Pepper also, as I have just learned from my nutritionist granddaughter, it helps us absorb nutrients in your bodies. Add them after the butter and cheese so they cling where they belong instead of sliding off like they've lost interest. And parsley, do not underestimate parsley. Flat leaf parsley brings freshness and a gentle peppery note that balances the richness. Curly parsley offers brightness and visual lift. It's less about decoration and more about finishing with intention. In the end, you have crisp edges, creamy centers, melted cheese settling into golden cracks, and fresh herbs scattered across the top. Simple ingredients treated properly. And that, more often than not, is enough.